What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to talk about Acorns. It is an investing app. It takes advantage of secretly stashing away money like a little squirrel with acorns. And the idea is that you're supposed to proactively invest your money to take the pain out of investing. I had a conversation with a friend recently who was complaining about how hard it was to save up even $50, $100, whatever. He said, I can't invest because I don't have the money. I can't save it up. And I asked him, are you automatically withdrawing any money? Do you have money kind of moving into a pile anywhere, even if it's $1 a week? He did not. And so we had a long conversation about strategies and how to make it feel less obtrusive, less of a barrier to savings. And one of the ways to do that is automatic withdrawals or transfers inside of a bank account. You could have a few dollars move over every week or every month in your bank account. Another way to do that is with the Acorns app right here. Acorns takes any amount of money that is less than $1, rounds it up to $1, and it invests the difference. If I spend $3.47 on a hot dog, 53 cents will go into Acorns. And now Acorns will track that under the Roundups tab over here. Let me pull that up for you. Acorns will track that until you have at least $5, and then it'll put those $5 in. So I actually closed this account last year. I haven't been using it. I think I'm going to come back to Acorns though, and I've been thinking about it a lot. That's why we're working on this video right now. So get into it. Acorns, of course, is named after acorns because squirrels stash away their food. The idea here is that we stash away some money until it eventually grows into a large pile. You can see here that I guess I must have spent $6.50 at the Apple Barrel on September the 24th, and it stashed away that 50-cent difference. That's how it works. That's the principle. Now, there's a lot that goes into it, and I'll link in the description to the FAQs, and you can get any questions answered that I didn't answer, or leave me a comment, and I'll try to dig into anything that I didn't answer for you. But Acorns has 5 different portfolios across the top here. So conservative, moderate, moderately aggressive, and aggressive. Knowing what type of investor you are is a broad question, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to answer that question for you. You need to make that decision yourself. However, the basic concept is that the more conservative your portfolio, the less your return will be projected. So at age 38 here, says my projected value. I don't know how they're projecting this. I don't have any money in this account right now. My projected value is $21,900. With a conservative, let's see what it is at age 38. It's $16,000. Now this is using a lot of assumptions. It's assuming that I'm putting in a certain amount of money. It's assuming that that money grows at a certain rate. And it's, it says down here, $85 monthly investment. And with the aggressive $85 monthly investment, $21,000 by the time I'm 38. This is great for a lot of people like my buddy who it can be hard to just set aside $1,000 and deposit it and invest it. That's not easy for a lot of people. And so Acorns makes it easy because it's on your smartphone, easy to access, it's on the web. It makes things easy on you. You can link more than one checking account. So if you use multiple checking accounts, it'll round up all of those, take the money out. 50 cents at a time, anybody can afford 50 cents at a time. You don't think about that. And then that adds up to 20, 30, 40, 80, $100 a month. At the end of the year, you got $600, you got $1,000, whatever it is, that grows over time. That takes some of the barrier to entry out. Let's take a little bit deeper look here at how this works exactly. And if you're not very familiar with investing as a whole, that's okay. Acorns makes it pretty, I'm still here. Acorns makes it pretty easy to get started. We can understand some of the details a little bit later. But I have the aggressive portfolio selected. This just allows me to get lost in the potential numbers, get all excited about numbers. And down here, this is important information. It says 14% large co-stocks, 25% small co-stocks, and on down the line. What is a large co-stock? Well, most people would call this a large cap stock in the industry. This would be a large cap investment. This is things like GE, Coke, Apple, Those are large cap stocks. Small cap stocks are smaller businesses or smaller capitalization businesses. Emerging markets are things that are not in a first world economy. Usually an emerging market is like a frontier market. And real estate, of course, pretty straightforward, probably held in a real estate investment trust, I don't know. Corporate bonds, those are debt securities issued by corporations. Government bonds are debt securities issued by the US government. Large company stocks, when I click on this, it says roughly 14 cents of every dollar invested, so 14%, will purchase the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, VOO. What in the hell does that mean? Well, I click on download the prospectus here, and it brings up this overwhelming document called a prospectus. Every mutual fund, every ETF, they're going to have a prospectus. Acorns happens to invest in something called an exchange-traded fund with all of theirs because it's easier to move money in and out, and they want that to be liquid, meaning that it's easy to move. If we scroll through this prospectus, it'll give us a bunch of, like here we can see the average total returns for the VOO ETF, the Vanguard ETF here that we're looking at. Return before taxes in 1 year has been 1.3%. Since inception on September 7th of 2010, the returns before taxes have been 14.89%. 15% return is not bad, and that's annualized. So that's great. That's really cool. Of course, past performance does not indicate future performance. Taxes and fees. Do I have to pay taxes on my money? Yes, you do. It's not in an IRA, so these are only offered in what's called a brokerage account. Brokerage account is a non-tax sheltered or a non-qualified type of investment vehicle, and you're going to have to pay taxes on whatever you earn. So if you invest $100 and it gets up to $110, you earn $10, you'll pay gains on that $10. Isn't a whole lot, but hey. How does Acorns make money? There's no fees on $0 balances, so you can open up an account and check it out without any hurdles. It's $0. Because you and I are both thinking about getting back into Acorns, I'm going to share with you my personal referral link. If you use it, you'll get $10. I'll get $10. So there, your $10 immediate investment. That's an unmeasurable return on investment because, hey, $10 free. That's not so bad. So let's see. I'll open this up for you. If you end up joining Acorns, do both of us a favor. It would help us both out. Go to acorns.com/invite H3DRS9. Use that link to join. It costs you nothing, but it will get you $10 and it'll kick me back $10. And hey, if I can get $10 and you can get $10, we're both better off, and I'll use that $10 to improve this channel and teach you more. So this is the prospectus. You can dig into those if you want. Your fees, $1.25 per month for accounts with a balance under $5,000. So if you're sitting on a $5 balance in your account and they're charging you $1.25 a month, after 4 months you're going to be out of money. So be careful. $1.25 doesn't sound like much, but it could be. Acorns uses something called dollar cost averaging and rebalancing. So Acorns automatically rebalances your portfolio as you invest. Every time you get $5, or if you decide to, you can manually invest more. So if I click add $50, it'll pull $50 out, put it in my Acorns account. When that happens, Acorns will automatically, yeah, I'm still here, stop that. Acorns will automatically reshuffle things. So maybe one of these has earned more than the others, and so now instead of being at 20%, it's grown to 22%. So Acorns will sell some of that, reshuffle it all, so that everything balances back out to this preset ratio. And this takes advantage of something called dollar cost averaging, where we're putting money in constantly and consistently over a long-term basis. It's also taking advantage of something called the efficient frontier, which is the concept of modern portfolio theory, where we have exact ratios and we rebalance them in order to achieve a certain goal as efficiently as possible. It's called the efficient frontier. So we get automatic rebalancing, which allows us to take advantage of that efficient frontier, and we get dollar cost averaging, which over time has been proven time and time again to beat lump sum investing. has a little section in here if you're not quite sure how to choose your portfolio. And again, your portfolio choices are conservative, moderate, aggressive. If you don't know how to choose that, read up a little bit. It's not hard to figure out, and you can change portfolios at any time. So that's, that makes it pretty simple. Let's see. Again, if you're thinking about using Acorns, you want a free $10, just go to acorns.com/invite H3DRS9. Do us both a favor. I'll use the money to turn it back into great content for this channel, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see more of. Let's check out my performance tab. It doesn't show anything because I've had this account deactivated for a little while, so fortunately I can't show you that very well. We can see some history and fees, rewards. Everything's right there. Pretty straightforward. In here I can come in and I can transfer money. So if I want to start off with $100, boom, I can add in $100. Under roundups, this is where it takes the recurring payments and pulls those out. And then of course, the home button takes me to my main dashboard. Not a lot more to it, really. It's pretty straightforward. Yes, I'm still really straightforward. It's meant to take advantage of a few key concepts. The best part about Acorns, in my opinion, is that it takes some of the hurdles of investing out. Some of the worst things about Acorns are the fees. The $1.25 can be pretty prohibitive when we're first getting started. We've only made a few one-time investments, but again, if you use my referral link, you'll have $10 that'll get you through 10 months. The other thing that I found, the reason that I stopped using Acorns for a while was because I found that it was more efficient for me in a lot of ways to take what I was averaging. So I figured out what Acorns was withdrawing on a monthly basis, averaged that out. Then I just had a brokerage account that I prefer to use called M1 Finance. Like that one for a lot of other reasons. I had M1 Finance just pull that out and use that instead. But I'm going to come back to Acorns for one big reason. The reason I'm coming back to Acorns is because I like to squirrel away money. I like to hide money away from myself in as many places as I can, because that kind of takes it takes the thought process out. This is very automated. And you know what, quite frankly, if it's $1, if it's $3, if it's $20 a year, a month, whatever it is, Acorns is one more way for me to pull that money out, get it invested, make it work for me. And I do this through several different, I have different brokerage accounts and IRAs and that sort of thing. And they all kind of, I have each one set up on a different schedule, and they all sort of steal money out of my accounts when I'm not looking, and I like that. Acorns does the same thing. So I'm going to come back to Acorns and start using it again because, it's a good way for me to kick up the amount of money that I can pull out on a regular basis. And I've found that the harder I push myself, the more I automate those withdrawals, the more I don't realize they're gone, and I just live off of what's left. And that means that I can save more, I can save better, and I can save more. Of course, acorns.com/invite H3DRS9. Any proceeds that I get from that are going straight back into the YouTube channel so that you can enjoy better content. Any proceeds you get from that, do whatever you want. Pull them out of your Acorns account and go buy 2 Big Macs, stuff your face, be happy, and the tab's on me. I'll be back at you soon. This is not specific investment advice. I have not considered your risk portfolio. I am not an advisor. This is simply overview of the Acorns app. Some of the reasons I like it, some of the reasons I moved away from it, and frankly why I'm coming back to it again. Start stashing away money from myself like a squirrely acorn ninja. Hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and consider heading on over to patreon.com/CaseyFiedler if this has helped you save money, if I've helped you avoid a mistake, or if you've learned something new. Go ahead and head over there and find another great way to kick back and help me help you out. Until next time.